What's up everyone, and welcome to TV Box Top, the channel for the best reviews in TV boxes and accessories. Today I feature another retro gaming console from JMaken, one of the industry leaders and developers of the Hyper-Base line of gaming consoles. This is one of their latest models and it's called the Hyper-Base Retro Monster. It runs on EmuElec version 4.6, providing 48 retro games over 70 emulators, and it comes with a pair of gamepads. So tell me, were you back in the days a master of the arcade? Were you a Street Fighter legend? How about can't wait for the school bell to ring so that you can spend your lunch money purchasing coins? Well, if that was you, then this console is your dream device. You can enjoy all your favorite arcade games as well as gaming console games and insert unlimited coins to play your games to the end. So don't go anywhere, that's up next. Welcome back. This package contains the gaming console itself, one infrared remote control, one HDMI cable, a 5V 2A DC power adapter, a pair of PlayStation gamepads, a manual for the gamepads, and another for the retro gaming system. So its entire shell is made of plastic and it has one HDMI port, one Ethernet LAN port, one optical audio, one AV port, its DC power input jack, one USB 3.0 port, one USB 2.0, and a micro SD card reader with the retro gaming system SD card inserted. It has an LED display to the front and ventilation holes to its base. So the Android box used in this console is the HK1 ARBox X4S, which I featured in a previous video. So to view that video, see the link in the description below. It has an Amlogic S905X4 CPU clocked at 2.0 GHz on 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Its GPU is the Mali G31 with OpenGL version 3.2 support. It has 2.4 plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi support with Bluetooth 4.1. It runs on Android 11 hybrid firmware with features such as the Android TV OS Play Store, a root switch, navigation bar and status bar, built-in hardware monitor, HDR10 HLG and AV1 decoding, auto frame rate switching, alternative launchers, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Surround and DTS Virtual-X audio decoding, good 3D gaming with gamepad key mapping, and it has high benchmarks. So if you remove the SD card with the retro gaming system, it will boot directly into the Android operating system. This is what the launcher looks like, and you can view everything about this box in my full review. Once the SD card is inserted and you restart the box, it will boot into the EmuElec Emulation Station retro gaming system. So this is its main menu. And as you can see, in total you get 48,214 retro games, and this is across 70 emulators. Let's take a quick look at the emulators you get in this system. So before you begin playing, you would want to ensure that both gamepads or a single gamepad is plugged in using the included dongle. The gamepads will automatically pair to the box. Using the Start button, you can access the settings area. Under emulation settings, I would strongly advise that you don't change the video mode to anything higher such as 4K, or else the display will become distorted and you will have great difficulty trying to set it back to 1080p through a distorted screen, and believe me, you don't want that. So leave it as it is along with all other settings. Under game settings, these are your options. But I also strongly advise that you don't change any of the settings unless you have experience configuring EmuElec, which I'm sure most users don't. So to prevent messing up your emulation system, leave all settings as they are. Under user interface settings is where you can make some changes. One in particular is its main menu's theme. Currently it's using the Crystal theme, and there are many others you can install under the downloads and updates section. Under sound settings in particular, you can turn off the front-end music, and you can also control the volume level of system songs and in-game music. Under network settings is where you can connect to your Wi-Fi or view your Wi-Fi status. Under Control and Bluetooth settings is where you can remap your gamepad's buttons to your liking, or pair a Bluetooth gamepad if you wish to use an alternative gamepad from the ones that came with your purchase. However, after you paired your Bluetooth gamepad, you would have to map its buttons to the console's default functions. You have Game Collection settings, Scraper settings, Updates and Downloads, although this is for the EmuElec operating system, and you have System settings. So to start playing games, you can either browse in alphabetical order through each emulator, or you can simply do a search using the X button on the remote. Once you have located your game, you can press and hold the Y button to add it to favorites. So I'll now give you a sample of some of the more popular games. As you already know, there are thousands of them. This is Aero Fighters 3. This is Donkey Kong Journey, and you also have the classic Donkey Kong game. This is the strategic Dig Dug game. Space Invaders. The legendary Centipede. This is Contra 3, one of the popular games on the Super Nintendo console emulator. And what would retro gaming be without Pac-Man? But unfortunately, they don't have the most popular one, Mrs. Pac-Man. You have the legendary Samurai Shodown 5 Special. And there is also Samurai Shodown 6 Tale of the World's Great. And there are so many versions of the Street Fighter game, the most popular retro game ever created. This is just one of them, called Street Fighter 3 Second Impact Giant Attack. To exit any game during gameplay, simply press the Start and Select button twice, or in some cases, the Mode button and the Start button twice to quick exit from any game. So back in the days, you had to empty your pockets purchasing tokens to continue playing when you died or failed at a particular level. With these gaming consoles, you simply press the Select button any number of times to get unlimited coins, which will allow you to play certain games to the end. So friends, that sums up this review. So this model, which comes with a 256GB SD card with 48,000 plus games, is currently being sold for $109 on AliExpress. There is also a 128GB SD card version with 46,000 plus games for $90. And there's a 64GB SD card version with 42,000 plus games for $81. See the link in the description below this video. So as usual, give this video the thumbs up to support this channel. If you are interested in purchasing this console, do me a favor and leave me a tip by using the link in the description to purchase. If this is the first time you are viewing one of these videos, then be sure to click my subscribe button and ring that notifications bell to be notified each time I release a new TV Box video or decide to do a giveaway. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.